Hey there, I'm Raquel Richards, and this is What Are You Drinking? The pod on alcohol. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Please drink responsibly. No Boats on Sunday, or No Boats, or NBOS is an alcoholic cider crafted by Andrew Peller Limited. 3 versions are made in Nova Scotia, British Columbia, and Ontario. No Boats is probably one of Andrew Peller's best-selling product lines. It's crafted in Grimsby, Ontario, Canada, has an ABV of 5%, and contains pear cider, water, sugars, glucose and fructose, malic acid, natural flavor, potassium sorbate, and potassium metabisulfate. It's gluten-free and has 54 grams of sugar. To put that in perspective, each gram is a teaspoon. So that's about 54 teaspoons. If you listen to Grower's Century Dry Cider podcast, you'll know that drinking cider doesn't mean it's less in sugar than wine, for example. It's usually quite high in sugar, yet drinkers feel because it tastes dry, it's low in sugar. Why is it high in sugar? Well, it's made with real fruit, for one. Secondly, added sugar takes away the tartness to sweeten the flavor. Because if you drank straight pear juice or apple juice without sugar, it is a bit tart, and people wouldn't drink it so much. So you've got to sweeten it up. No Boats Pear Cider is a premium craft cider that's known for its exceptional quality and distinct flavor. It's made from hand-picked pears sourced from carefully selected orchards. The cider is crafted in small batches to ensure attention to detail and brings out the pear's unique characteristics. So, what sets No Boats on Sunday Pear Cider apart from other ciders? One of the standout features is its dedication to using only the finest pears. The No Boats team goes to great lengths to ensure that the pears used in their cider are ripe and bursting with flavor. Let's be honest, the quality of the fruit used directly impacts the final product. And it truly shows in the taste of this cider. It tastes delicious. If you're a cider fan or even new to the world of cider, I suggest to try and check out No Boats on Sunday Pear Cider, because it's a must-try, and if, like I said, if you haven't had a cider before, it's a good introductory cider. No Boats on Sunday follows a traditional cider making process with a modern twist. After hand selecting the ripest pears, they are washed, crushed, and pressed to extract the juice. The juice is then fermented slowly at a cool temperature to preserve the delicate flavors. The pear is then aged to allow the flavors to develop further. Finally, it's carbonated and packaged. The color is a transparent light yellow with a green hue, and its carbonation has large streaming bubbles. So I'm going to give you a bubble note here. So the bubble note, the smaller the bubbles, the drunker you may feel. Think of real champagne. The larger the bubbles, such as in a sparkling wine, less of that effect. But know that the added sugar, plus the sugar naturally in it, and the 5% will hit you. Just wanted to give you that little bubble note. It has a beautiful balance of sweet and tart flavors. It has a natural pear essence that shines through, giving it a refreshing and crisp taste. The cider doesn't taste overly sweet, but remember, it contains 54 grams of sugar. Now, I mention this again because many drinkers now are very conscious of their sugar intake. And I mean, we should be. We don't realize how much sugar is added into a lot of the alcohol we drink. So let's talk about serving a cider. When you serve a cider, you have a few options on the type of glass to serve. I am a glass snob. Now, although I'm not an alcohol snob, hence why I review all kinds of alcohol, I appreciate the appropriate glassware for what I'm drinking. So you have 4 options. You have the tulip or stem glass, a pint glass, a wine glass, or a cider glass or polkel, which is Slovenian for cup. Now, your tulip or stem glass. A tulip-shaped glass or a stemmed glass is a popular choice for serving cider. It has a rounded bowl that tapers toward the top, allowing the aroma of the cider to concentrate while directing it towards your nose. The stem helps maintain the temperature of the cider by keeping your hand away from the bowl. It also adds an elegant touch to the presentation. Pint glass. When you're out at your local you'll find your cider most often served in a pint glass, a classic pint glass, similar to the ones commonly used for beer. A wine glass, a white wine glass, specifically a white wine glass, can be a good option for serving cider. It has a stem design with a narrower bowl compared to a tulip glass. A wine glass can enhance the aromatic qualities of the cider and allow you to swirl it gently to release the aromas. Finally, the fourth one, cider glass or pokal, which is Slovenian for cup. Some cider producers offer specialized glassware designed specifically for cider. These glasses are often referred to as cider glasses or pokals. They usually have a tulip-like shape with a slightly wider bowl to capture the aromas and allow the cider to breathe. Remember, the choice of glassware is ultimately a matter of personal preference. And for the love of glassware, don't under any circumstances drink from the can. You don't know where that can has been. The tip of cans contain a lot of nasty stuff, and I'll be doing a podcast on that further down the road. Let's get into some boozy news about No Boats. No Boats on Sunday pays homage to a time when Halifax was once Canada's busiest gateway port. With a hectic day-to-day routine, the hardworking locals decided they deserved time to unwind, to pull up their oars and get back to what they loved, like enjoying time with family and friends. With that, the No Boats on Sunday policy was born. The name No Boats on Sunday refers to the history of maritime port workers who had Sundays off because no boats were allowed to dock. No Boats on Sunday signified leisure time, hence their hashtag Oars Up. No Boats on Sunday Pear cider is available at the wine shop and is the Peller Estate exclusive consumer store. You can also order it online at noboatscider.com. You can't get this flavor at Ontario's LCBO. They have been expanding their distribution, so it's becoming more widely available. So in the meantime, I would recommend checking their website for a list of locations or order online. It's worth seeking out. For a 473 milliliter can, it'll cost about $3.35, or for a 4-pack, it'll cost between $14.95 to $17.49. And that's what I have to say about No Boats on Sunday Pear cider. Subscribe, follow, like, tell me your favorite drinks, and I may review them or interview you. Check out What Are You Drinking on YouTube at What Are You Drinking Pod. Remember, the R is the letter R. I'm Raquel Richards. Thanks for sipping with me. Until next time, cheers.